Let's talk a little bit about, we talked about vertical stacked and we talked about using modifiers, and we've added images and we've added text and we've also added spacers. But what I want to talk about now is horizontal stack. So that's when we want to stack things side by side, almost like floating in CSS. So what I want to do is I'm just going to get rid of this spacer for now. Alright, so everything's sort of in the center, but as we add things up, they'll sort of stack and move everything up as it goes forward. So the first thing that I want to do, let's just add a text. And I'll add something like meet the team. So I have this meet the team here. And under that, I'm going to actually add another text. And we'll just say meet John. Add the quotation marks. Meet John. All right. So in my actual assets folder, I do have some stock photos of some people. So that's what I'm going to actually use. You can use your own images as you move forward. So let me hit resume here. And let's talk about how we can create a horizontal stack. So in order to do this, I'm going to hit the plus here, and I'll just go to my media icon, and I'll find my image. So I want Meet John, I want the picture to be right beside the text. So in order to do that, I'm just going to click and drag, and I'm going to drag it to the side that I want it to be on. So I'll drag it on the left hand side. If you want it on the right, you can move it over there. But I'm going to put it right there and let go. And what you see now is that it has now embedded this in a Hstack, or a horizontal stack here. And it is there. Now let's say you wanted to space this out. Well, you could do a spacer. So let's say if I added a spacer right at the top, you'll see that it spaces it from the left hand side. And if I spaced it at the bottom, you'll see that it'll space it from the right hand side. But if you want to space them apart, you can put them right in between. You can put the spacer in between and it'll spread it out. And we'll talk about how we can manipulate this a little bit further. So I have 3 images that I'm going to kind of stack. So if you want to, one of the things that you can do, and I'm just going to kind of clean this up a little bit. Alright, one of the things that you could do is you could create another horizontal stack. So we'll do this one with the code. So I'm just going to type Hstack, and let's put in our quotes, and then I'm going to put in the image, and we'll just call this one, I have it numbered, this is number 2, and we'll call in text, and I'll just say meet Will. Alright, and I'll add a spacer in between those two, like that. And then I will add one more Hstack. So I'm going to come after here and just say Hstack, and I'll just say image, and this will be number 3. And let me add a spacer, and then I will add the text. We'll just say meet Cam. Alright, so you can see that I've used horizontal stacks, Hstacks, to embed these horizontally, and meanwhile everything is still embedded within our V stack here because it's vertical. So now everything is sort of stacking along.